Cedric Dubler may not have arrived home from Tokyo with a medal around his neck, but he's an Olympic hero, embodying the spirit of the Games with his selfless decision to sacrifice his own points to cattle dog his Aussie teammate Ash Moloney home in the 1500 metres, ensuring he held on for a decathlon bronze. And he joins us right here, right now. Congratulations, Cedric. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
17 gold medals for Australia. It was an absolute success story, yet I think much of the nation, this was one of our proudest moments. Could you feel the love?
Yeah, absolutely. After the race, my phone was blowing up. I think my battery drained in about half an hour because there were that many notifications coming through.
Was it a plan when you got to that, given it was the last event, or it just happens organically?
It was a discussion before the race to support Ash through the last event and make sure that we stuck to his race plan, but didn't let the other athletes that we needed to, stick to get too far ahead. So it was a conversation, and yeah, just very glad it paid off.
Your coach, Eric Brown, said he wasn't surprised at all by seeing you and Ash and that moment play out across Australia, which we all fell in love with. He said he's used to seeing that boisterous behaviour between the both of you because you've been training buddies for the past 5 years. Can you give us a little bit of insight into your relationship?
We've got an awesome relationship at training, always getting behind each other. If we're in the gym and going for a PB or something, we are getting really loud. So we've been training together for 7 years. It seemed like the right thing to do.
Cedric, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Ash owes you forever now. Now, are you going to cash in on that as quickly as possible, or are you going to let him stew, make sure he knows that the favour is still coming?
You know what? Ash did so well in the first 9 events to even get into that position. So my part was like minuscule in comparison to what he did. I think he's already paid me back in terms of all the hours we've spent at training. He's been dragging me through that many reps for that many years. I think we're even now.
Cedric, have you got more years in you? That was your second Olympics, Tokyo. What about Paris?
Yeah, I was young at my first, luckily. So Paris will definitely be on the cards. It's only 3 years away as well. And on the way there, we've got World Champs and Commonwealth Games next year and a big 2023 as well. So a lot happening.
Now, you look at decathletes, and you are the best athletes in the world because you look at you look at 10.6 for 100 metres, but then you can jump 2.15 metres high. You can jump 7.5 metres long. You can do it all. But I'm just wondering, at the start, when you go back to little athletics, when you started, I guess, running, you were obviously very fast, and then that just led to mastering all those other events.
I was a kind of average athlete when I started. It took many years to kind of develop, and I only started breaking through in athletics when I was, I think, 17 or 18, after I'd done athletics for almost 10 years. So it took a long time, and luckily we've kept progressing since then.
But surely someone that can run 10.6, you can't train to run 10.6. There's got to be some enormous natural ability to be able to run that quick.
Yeah, I would say there is. There's natural ability, but there's also the correct guidance from, I guess, my coach and my team and everyone involved. It's a massive team effort.
What do you think the hardest one is for you? What's your toughest?
I hate the shot put, just because, I'm a skinny little twig, and you look at the other decathletes who are just built like bricks. And the shot put is heavy, and I never look forward to it.
Hey, Cedric, how do you train for a decathlon? Is it like one sport each day for 10 days, or what do you do? I mean, do you skip shot put day because you couldn't be asked, or what do you do?
No, we try and add more shot put days in. We split it up into a 7-day week, obviously, and we try and touch on all the events every week. So that's usually doing gym. Most mornings I do 4, sometimes 5 gym sessions a week, and then in the afternoons we go and do technical stuff where we touch on some high jump, then some shot put, then a long run, then some plyometrics. It just kind of never ends.
Indeed. 2 days of it at the Games, obviously, and it is one of those things where you can see the exhaustion. There's a great photograph. If you could just talk us through it. This is after the 1,500 metres. There's some blokes who are just buggered.
Yeah, that's a usual sight after the decath. Just everyone on the ground, everyone's usually very thankful that it is finally over. We always refer to the 1500 as that 3 3/4 lap warm down. So it's a nice sigh of relief when we can finally relax after that one.
It seems like there's a pretty good camaraderie within the other athletes that compete in the decathlon as well, because it's a little bit different to the other, I guess, options that you have to do and competing in the Olympics. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely, yeah. The camaraderie is just next level compared to all the other events that I've experienced. I don't think in any other sporting, I guess, event you'd find a group of people that are happy to walk a victory lap together, just chatting, bantering, no matter how you went. And even after the competition, after I helped Ash in the 1500, I went to the other athletes and they completely, like the guys that came 4th and 5th and just missed out on that medal. And I explained that I had to, and they completely understood. So it's awesome to have that relationship with fellow athletes, and I'm looking forward to the next time I get to go out there with them.
Can we just have one more look at you being the Sergeant Major on the parade ground, which is some of those photographs are just sensational. And the fact you didn't stop after he was finished, get up and have another crack, look at that. It's absolutely brilliant. Look, congratulations on your efforts, and obviously Ash as well.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to talk to you. What an absolute champion.